Hi everyone, it's Karen. Thanks for coming by. I did have half a video from yesterday, and my stand, which is entirely too close to my face, fell over, and I fixed it. I picked it up, and yeah, so I must have hit the record button and shut it off. So what we are making, and I've done a few steps, but I will go over them, is a lantern. And the products that I used for this is all Dollar Tree. So I took two of these signs from Dollar Tree. They had like a little handle, little rope with the beads on them. So what I did was I took the little tab thingies that hold it into the frame. I took those out. I sanded them down. They were cardboard. They weren't plastic or anything, and it said something, I forget what. But I also took a shower last night and then went to bed with my head wet, so that wasn't very smart. So I will go over what I did do and what I think I'm going to do to finish everything. And I think it's going to be easy, and I think you will enjoy making them. So let's put you down, and we will do that. Okay, so these are my two frames that popped the things out, glued this in. I used Gorilla Glue and hot glue from my glue gun. I also took, I bought a big long molding, and it's like, I think it's called 3/4 round. I could be wrong. It was really inexpensive. I think $1 something for I don't know, 5 or 6 feet. So that's what this is. And I painted all of these things with just Rich Black or ink or whatever from Waverly. Oh, nope. I used Rich Black from Folk Art, which is owned by Waverly or vice versa. So we can go on from here. I also used a little cup, one of these, and I painted that. I sanded it a little, and you want to make sure this also had like plastic kind of frame, so you want to really sand it so that the new paint will stick. Otherwise, it'll just fall right off because it's too slippery. Okay, so what we are going to do, I'm going to take these guys, and with the rounded side end, I am going to glue these to all 4 corners. And you want to pick the nicer looking part that's going to go on top. We're going to use the back. And as I look at it, I feel this one looks better. So this is going to be our top. This is going to be our bottom. So where it's rounded is going to go inside, and the flat parts are going to go outside. So I'm just going to get this huge glob of glue off the tip. I don't know what kind of glue I've been using, but it is so stringy, it's driving me insane. All right, so we're just going to put a little glob here. But see, it's really stringy. Oh, it's driving me crazy. And it's too bad you just can't yank it out. But I do also like not using, I like not using. I don't like using hot glue for this because it doesn't, see, it's got to be just this glue stick. It just kind of globs up. Can you see that? And then it's a mess, and I don't like that. Except I don't think I'm gonna have a choice. Okay, but when you do it, make sure you don't use only hot glue. And people say not to use wood glue when things are painted, and I have never had a problem doing that. So maybe I'm gonna do that now. I was gonna just use the hot glue just to make it go faster, but I don't think my videos ever go right or ever go faster. So I'm not sure about that. And look at how much I saved you from having to watch me paint stuff. All right, so I did just pull off a ton of black paint. So I'm going to put that back on there, and then we will start from the bottom up so I have time to let it dry. I just don't like that one bit. So, and the glue is still there. I can't get it out. All right, so let's let that just dry itself out. Okay, can you see? I don't know if you can see this, but where is my glue gun? Right here. There's like a huge, it's like literally just coming right out. Not a fan of that. The problem is I just dumped all my glue sticks into a big bucket, which is probably not a smart move. All right, you dry. And these are going to be the top. So I'm going to try wood glue and let's see what happens. If it doesn't look like it's going to harden up in time, then I will go back to the hot glue. It's kind of a lot of glue I'm sticking in here also. All right, so again, leaving your rounded part. Can you see that? These are, is that up? These are flat and this is round. So we are going to put the flat in the corner. And also in this corner. And in this corner. Oh, that one doesn't want to stay. I've got to put a little bit more in there. So what story do I have? Oh, we went to my niece's bridal shower yesterday. So I got her a KitchenAid mixer because I just think they're wonderful. This is like the only one giving me a problem. So I didn't think about carrying it into, she had it at a golf club. And I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, but I gotta stop that. All right, you just glue and leave me alone. So we parked, and my daughter is like 7 months pregnant, and she's got her box, and I'm like, well, okay, I got mine, and oh my God, let's just talk for a second. This thing was so heavy, and I had to literally carry it down a parking lot, down a hill, and as we walked into the door, I heard the woman say, she asked my daughter, you know, there were like 3 showers. And I heard the woman say to her, oh, it's on the 2nd floor. Here are the stairs. And I must have like started crying or something because the woman looked at me and I was sweating. I couldn't breathe. It was awful. And so the woman took my gift from me because she just was not going to allow me to kill myself and go. There was an elevator though. So she carried it in and I'm sweating and panting and I can't breathe. And my mother's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, it's heavy. And the girl carried it. And my sister said, oh, you walked up those stairs with that? And I'm like, no, I took the elevator and she carried it. It was so embarrassing, but I suggest you all try and if you have a KitchenAid mixer, I want you to pick it up and I want you to carry it to your 2nd floor of your house if you have a 2nd floor. If you don't, carry it to the mailbox and back. It's heavy. I just would like to also mention that because it was very heavy. So, all right, well, that was my story. But just so everybody does know, it was extremely heavy. All right, so I am also going to put some, apparently there is, oh, it's kind of sticking good. I'm just going to get a little water and we will just wipe a little glue. But I'm telling you, I never have a problem with the wood glue sticking to paint. All right, I'll have to clean that after. Okay, so anyway, the shower was great. My niece looked beautiful, and it's just been shower after shower, wedding after wedding. And now, well, my niece had a baby. She's the one that got married first, And then my daughter got married, and now she's pregnant. And yeah. All right, so what I am doing that you cannot see is between the two posts, which I'll probably knock these over. I can do it here. What we're trying to do is cut the popsicle sticks right where these seams are, I guess, whatever you call it. So anyway, you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And I don't know if I ever showed you, but I have this little fun little cutter thing, and I dropped it on the floor, and I didn't think it was a problem, except there's supposed to be like a safety thing, like right here, so that you have to push it to be able to bring it down, and I've lost that. So taking my life into my own hands when I do use it, but it's just going to have to be done. I'm very careful with it, though. Oh, I must have already cut this one. Yeah, I'm pretty close. So we're going to cut 4 of these. So would you like to know how I'm coming with my cleaning? Yeah, it's not coming. I'm trying to decide if I should... Well, let me cut this first. Oh, see, you can put a little... I had this little in there. So this is what it looks like. You can see it better here. So it's like straight, and then round. So the round part is what I'm putting out. Okay, so I can't talk when I'm cutting these because it's extremely loud. But I'm sure I'll forget what I was just going to tell you. So, all right. So you just kind of bring this down. You figure out where you want it. And you hold your piece. You're supposed to tighten it, I guess, if you want. Oh, see, I was so afraid that I chopped my fingers off that I unplugged it. So let me plug it in. Okay, there we go. All right, get back. Okay, here we go. It's loud. I mean, granted, scissors are probably just as quick too, but this is funner. So you just bring it down to your line, put it up, and then that's when you would grab this button. My dogs are freaking out. Vacuums, any noise, they think they're being attacked. When you're home by yourself and doing it, it's not that loud. I mean, of course it's loud the same, but nobody complains, I mean. All right, so come on back here. We are going to get that out of the way, and we're going to paint our little sticks. So anyway, so my daughter got married during COVID last year. It was supposed to be a 250-person wedding, and it ended up being 16 because nobody could come. So, but it was really nice to have that little one-on-one kind of, you know, just us, my son-in-law's parents, my parents, and the maid of honor and best man were the only ones there. So it was really nice. I don't know why I just painted both sides and then plunked it down on paper. Yeah, only paint one side at a time. So it was nice, but now I'm just glad that, like, my part's over. And I was like, oh, I'm done. And then I was reminded that my son is getting married next year in October, which I was like, oh, a break. And my daughter-in-law to-be asked me to do all the flowers for the wedding. So I've been ordering solar wood flowers like a fiend and getting ready. And I asked her last night, I said, Solar Flowers, I don't know if anybody knows this, but Solar Flowers is having a big sale, like 90% off. And I got an email like at 9 o'clock at night, so I'm not sure if it was like if you happen to see this, you can use the sale or whatever. But she wants to use all what, Karen? Oh, all white flowers with just green and white, greens and white. So that takes a lot off of me. So I will, you know, of course I'll help with the shower if anybody wants me to, but, you know, I can't just assert myself in there because I did love doing it. You know, it's a lot of work, but it's fun work, you know, it's good for a good cause. So what I'm doing, I don't know if you can see it, but I am just getting a little bit of paint on my brush and kind of just wiping the glue, but also painting the glue black. Just because. And if they fall out, I will super glue them. But let's hope they don't. All right, so oh, I can't cover it. So, oh, that looks good and crooked. What happened here? All right, well, this is the corner with the glue on it still. The hard glue, no, the hot glue that melted hard. That's what I'm saying. So it looks like that's not gonna work. The rest are doing good except for this guy. All right, he's getting hot glued again. So at the shower, they played a few games, and one of them was if the bride is opening your gift, when the timer goes off on the phone, like, you win. So my niece, she was opening my niece's gift, and then she was like, oh, wait a minute, I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. And she stalled long enough to get the prize. I don't know if she's brilliant or evil. Probably brilliantly evil. I don't know. Oh, I seem to make a mess over here. So she won, and it was like a gift card. It could be either Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. And then my daughter won, and I did not. But, you know, it happens. Not everybody can win. In fact, at the end, there was one extra, and it was because my daughter won twice, and she didn't want to go up and take a gift twice. So my niece gave it to me, and then in the parking lot, my daughter stole it. She just, like, grabbed it. Oh, that was supposed to be me. And, you know, how would it look if I'm arguing with a pregnant lady about whether she's getting the gift card or not? So I really felt like that wasn't nice. So I let her have it. All right, so now I'm painting the other side. And this right here, this little stick, is just kind of, I'm making it to be just decoration. I'm also doing it to brace the sides of the, what do you call them? The arms, the posts. Let's call them posts. I'm doing it to help them stay separate and even and not bow. Because, you know, we are talking with not your best quality work, materials here. Keep you out. I think since this is now dripping all over the place, I am going to get my other glue gun, which is not that container. Hang on one sec. Sure, this is a very attractive angle from my butt. All right, we're going to use this one because that one's out of control. I mean, it looks like a little freaking, look at this. It's just over here making spider webs on my gloves, which I never use anyway. I do it when my husband says, why don't you wear gloves? Because he's a mechanic and he wears gloves. And I keep telling him, can't handle it. Get out the kitchen. But his choice. All right, we're heating up here. So, let's see. Oh, I did do also, I went to Dollar Tree and bought some stuff, and that was another video that something happened, so you didn't get to see it. And there was really nothing exciting I got. I got a lot of 4th of July stuff. Because I'm toying with maybe having a 4th of July party. I think we ended up having like a reception for my daughter, for everyone that couldn't go, just to, you know, celebrate that they did get married and whatnot. So, I don't know, I just had fun planning that. And then, you know, we had a food truck come, so I didn't have to cook. It was a lot of things, but it was fun. So I guess now I think I'm a professional party planner. I am not, do not claim to be, but I do think maybe just a little bit. All right, so what we're gonna do is glue these babies right here, and they probably are all the same, and they're too big. So in this case, we are just gonna take some scissors. These are Tim Holtz scissors, and they cut everything. They like power through it all. A little bit more. So I can talk to you about the sale that I'm having. I am trying to figure out, and maybe if you guys could leave me a message, jot a little note down. I'm trying to decide if I should stop and halt my cleaning and go up in that bedroom where I have all that stuff to sell and bring that all down and sell it, like have a big yard sale before my daughter's baby comes, because they're staying with us because the prices of housing is ridiculous in Massachusetts. Don't know if it is where you are. I know everybody is having issues. I just don't know how big of an issue other states have. So, you know, it's got to come before the baby or way after. So I would love some input on that, because I just don't know. I mean, most of me says do it before, get it done, but the other part of me is like, ugh, the thought of bringing more stuff when I've already got like two rooms in my house. And then I was watching Hoarders, and you know, my kids always say that that's what I am when it comes to crafting stuff. And I looked the other day, walking in past my craft room and then walking into my dining room, and they are like 100% correct. I am like a glue gun short of a nightmare. So I just don't know what to do. So if anyone has an idea, I would really appreciate it. All right, so we got all that stuff done. Let me take this sheet, throw that away, and move us back. All right, so here we are. Raise you up a little. See if that helps. And now I used to do my videos with like the camera, and it's not a camera, it's my phone, over like behind my head, so everybody was always looking down, and I felt like that was really hard to do. So I don't know, I just don't know. Okay, glue gun is the way to go. All right, so I don't know if that's the way to go, especially when you're doing a tall project. Like a tall project, you gotta be able to kind of see, but I'm looking at my phone to see what you're looking at, and even that's really hard to see. I'll have to give it some more thought. But I have been thinking of projects, and I do have some in my head, but it is a matter of the whole, do I sell or do I just clean the mess I have now and sell in the fall, like August? But my daughter's delivering at the end of July. Does she want to have people come in here? But she could always go visit her mother-in-law that day. I don't know. I just don't have the answers. So if any of you have the answers, I would love that. All right, so then these are going to go in here somehow. And then, I don't know if you noticed that I shake during every single video. And it's, part of me is, oh my God, is this even working? Does anybody want to see this? Or is it just a mess? Why did I do that wrong? Why did I forget that? Like this, right now. Look at this disaster. And then I'm like, okay, should I right now just give it up and try again later? Like, what do I do? Because then that goes longer without me putting a video out, which then makes people like forget about you. And I don't blame people. Like, why keep going to check back at some place where they're not putting anything new out? I get it. Trust me. So I don't know. I would really appreciate your comments, because that would just be great. Because then I could completely, you know, not do videos if everyone thinks that they're at like, you know, a disaster, kind of like this video. I don't know. I would just, if you wouldn't mind, I know that there are like 25 of you that do watch. And if you could just take 1 second and just jot it down. Karen, you're a disaster. Give it up. See? One quick little sentence. And then I'll just know. Because I don't know. I just don't know. All right, so I'm going to flip this over and see how much more of a mess I can make. All right. So, oh, now the dogs want to go out. They're just going to have to wait. All right, so I am going to now glue these back in on the bottom and see if they'll stay, because if they'll stay, that'd be great. So also, if, while the 20 of you people that watch my videos, if you could like maybe put down what kind of videos you would like, then that would also help me. So, you know, it's kind of up to you guys. Whatever you want to do, just let me know. Fill me in. Take a minute. And I certainly have enough stuff I'm going to be selling that we could do prizes. You know, I'm all up for any of it. All right, so here we are. Actually got something together. Can you see? That's why this is a pain. And this is how I shut my camera off yesterday. So hang on. See if that is any better for you. A little bit. Look, you can almost tell it's a lantern. All right, so this is it. So basically, to this point, we have 2 little frames and 4 sticks, which can be regular round dowel rods, anything you want to use. And you can, even if you buy, which I did buy, but decided to try this one instead, you can buy, why is this one so not correct? You can do like frames with glass, you know, and do them, buy 4 of them, put them together. I do have the stuff to do that too. So, all right, so I have my little cup, which you can't see. Just one day, can this stupid thing work?